Have you been thinking about getting a dog lately? Or you want to add a new pack member, but you're not really sure which breed would work best for you? Then keep on watching, because in today's video, we're going to discuss some major things to think about before deciding on a breed that's going to fit your lifestyle. Sup guys, welcome back. This is Ayumi, and in today's video, we're going to discuss how to choose the right breed for you. As we all know, there are countless amounts of breeds. And when finally deciding to add a new pack member to the family, it's pretty important to know what type of dog you're going to be dealing with. Not only that you're actually prepared for. And I'm going to start off by saying, please, please, please do not get a dog based off their looks alone. That's how many dogs end up in the shelter these days, because many people decide to buy dogs based off of their looks and they're not really aware of their temperament or energy levels, and they find that it's not a good fit for their lifestyle, so they take them to the shelter. They didn't really have an idea of how much work goes into that specific breed, but please make sure you do proper research before deciding on a breed. Yes, of course, absolutely, you can adopt a dog from a shelter, and you're also welcome to get a breed of your choice. In a discussion, I'm gonna leave it there. So first, let's talk about size. Obviously, size is pretty important and it's a good starting point. There are 5 categories of sizes, which range from extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. A few reasons why sizes are something to consider. Are you a frequent traveler and you want your dogs to join you on these trips? Some hotels actually have weight restrictions. They range from 25 pounds or less, or even 40 pounds or less. Sometimes having a large breed or an extra large breed has its consequences. Do you see yourself bringing your dog to brunch with you? Some restaurants' outdoor patios are really compact and they're not really a good fit for large breeds, although I still have brought Boss with me to these brunches and he still fit, but it seemed a little uncomfortable for him. Do you live in an apartment or a house? Some apartments also have weight restrictions and whack-ass breed restrictions, but we're not going to talk about that. Usually living in a house comes with yards, but I will always say, regardless if you have a yard, that does not excuse the fact that you shouldn't exercise your dogs frequently. Many people still have done really great having large dogs in their apartments as well. Do you simply want a larger dog or a smaller dog? Here are some breed size examples. For extra small dogs, there are Yorkies and Chihuahuas. Small dogs include Maltese, Shih Tzu, Westies, Havanese. Medium size includes Shivas, Beagles, Frenchies, or Bulldogs. Of course, it totally depends on their weight as well. Large includes Golden Retrievers, Huskies, Dalmatians, Pit Bulls. Extra large includes Great Dane, Cane Corsos, Mastiffs, and Great Pyrenees. Next, we're going to discuss exercise. Many people choose specific breeds based on their energy levels, but that doesn't necessarily mean that dogs with low energy levels don't require exercise. An important question to ask yourself: do you find yourself an active person or a pretty laid-back, relaxed type of person? Do you see yourself going on hikes with your dog? Or do you see yourselves chilling on the sofa and watching Netflix together? This will determine quite a bit. Huskies, German Shepherds, and Weimaraners, these guys require a lot of exercise. Long walks, running, hiking, biking, heck, even swimming. These guys need to move, and they don't really do well just hanging out and chilling all day. Boss is fulfilled every single day, and if we happen to miss a walk, then we do mental stimulation work. If you're not sure what mental stimulation work means, then feel free to check out my other videos discussing exactly what mental stimulation work is. Frenchies and Bulldogs still need good structured exercise. Although, yes, they are known to overheat very, very easily. If you're not really into exercising your dogs hardcore, or you want your walks to be a little bit more lax, then Frenchies or Bulldogs would be a good choice. Although, many Frenchies and Bulldogs do have the tendency to pull on leash, so make sure you do start training early. Maltese, Poodles, and Westies, they don't really require vigorous exercise, but of course, they still need their daily exercise. Malinois Aussies, cattle dogs, and border collies. These guys need work. Walks alone won't cut it for these breeds. They need more, and more. Remember, these dogs were bred for a purpose. Next topic is feeding. I know you guys want to feed your dogs quality food, right? Right. Having a bigger breed, of course, will be a little bit more costly when it comes to food, especially for good quality food. If you choose to go raw, then definitely the cost is going to be just a tad bit more expensive. So size is going to matter a lot when it comes to the amount you're willing to spend when it comes to feeding your dogs. I've also posted a video discussing which top foods that I recommend for dogs, so feel free to check that out as well. Health is the next topic. This is a big one, guys. Just know that some breeds have more health concerns than others. For example, Frenchies are known to have a lot of respiratory concerns. And as mentioned earlier, they're more prone to overheating. Bulldogs also have the same concerns as Frenchies, as well as dry skin and allergies. Large breeds, such as Golden Retrievers or German Shepherds, they're prone to hip dysplasia. Pugs are prone to eye problems, such as popping out, popping out, popping out, but more due to their eyes sticking out more than other dogs and getting scratched. Dachshunds are more prone to back injuries due to the shape of their body. Cocker Spaniels, Malteses, dogs that don't have erect ears, they're prone to more ear infections due to not getting enough airflow in their ears. Chihuahuas, Yorkies, and Bostons, they're prone to collapsed trachea. So make sure you guys are aware of the health concerns that your possible breed could have. The next one we're going to talk about is grooming. Guys, groom your dogs. Some breeds require way more grooming than other breeds. And this is super important to know. Poodles, poodle mixes, Malteses, Shih Tzus, these guys need grooming on like a constant basis. Many people buy these breeds because they're hypoallergenic, but they don't really understand the amount of grooming that these dogs require. For example, if you own a poodle or a poodle mix, just know that you do have to brush their hair almost every day or at least every other day to make sure that they don't get any mats. Having matted hair is not fun for your dogs, and it's actually really painful for them. If you can't see yourself brushing your dog's hair every day, then most likely this breed is not for you. Yes, you can definitely take your dogs to the groomers, but at the same time, think about how much pain and trouble that your dog has to go through to get their mats taken out every single time they go to the groomers. Basically, dogs that don't shed require a lot of grooming. If you do decide to get these type of breeds, just know that it's required to at least take them either every 2 weeks, once a month, or maybe once every 6 weeks, but that's kind of pushing it. Huskies, German Shepherds, Samoyeds, and Akitas. These guys are hardcore shedders. I would know. They need to be brushed consistently, and you should also have a few brushing tools in your toolbox. The different brushing tools will be able to get their undercoats as well. Even if you vacuum, even if you sweep, even if you mop, just know there's still gonna be a bunch of hair the next day, so it doesn't even matter. Also, there's gonna be hair in your food, but you'll just get used to it. Beagles, Pitties, Frenchies, Bulldogs, and Labs, these guys still shed despite being short coat. They should still be brushed with a rubber brush to get rid of all their dead hair. Lifespan. Of course, I wish dogs could live forever. And unfortunately, that's not the case. But at the same time, there are breeds that have shorter lifespans than others. Great Dane's lifespan, typically 8 years or so. Toy breeds are also around 8 years. Chihuahuas are pretty hardcore and some have lived up to 20 or past 20. Regardless of their lifespan, just make sure that you provide you and your dog a wonderful life together. Temperament is another big one. Many families tend to get Golden Retrievers because they're known as family dogs. People tend to get German Shepherds for protection purposes. Akita is known to be a little standoffish towards strangers. While breeds do have their own specific type of temperament, it doesn't always end up that way. Do some extensive research, and as I always say, make sure you start training very early. Cost. No matter what type of dog you decide to get, understand they are going to be costly. Vet bills, grooming, food. Dogs are an investment, but they are damn worth it. Time. Your new family member, they're going to need a lot of your time and a lot of your dedication. So before thinking about breeds, make sure you're going to be able to dedicate that time and dedication to your new family member. Alright guys, so that was a lot of information. Did it give you some good insight? If this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subby button down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!